In the previous video, we have seen what are various types of collaterals and what is the design principle that we have to keep in mind when developing them. That is the uh, principle wherein you have to attract the customer first towards your either the newspaper insert or the ad or video or whatever it is, and then it should generate some interest. Now we have the customers and we know where they are and we have the material that we can give it to them or we can send it to them so that they can buy our product. But now, what are the various ways to reach to the customer? So this is called outreach in typical marketing. You have to reach out to the customers. So in some businesses, customers might come to your store or your business place and buy things. But in nowadays, everything is going to the customer store. So the only way you can sell your product to many people is you need to reach out to the customers by various means, either by form of uh, by physical means or through emails or through SMS or whatever the means it is or whatever the medium it is, you need to reach it. Right now, let's take a look at some of these mediums or ways to reach out to them. So these days, the very easiest way to reach out to people is on Facebook. So you create an ad on your Facebook page and you sponsor it, or you'll have to pay for that. Facebook will not do it free for you. Maybe it can show it to few people, but you will have to, when you're creating a campaign, when you're advertising on Facebook, you will have to pay for them. So Facebook is one medium where you can reach out to your ideal customers, and it's fairly easy there. See, in Facebook, it's like an ocean. You have all kinds of fish. So you want your target fish. So I'm using ocean and fish to explain you better. Uh, so you can actually define, I want to reach out to people within this age bracket and within this area and within this kind of degrees or within this kind of uh, within this kind of what do you say geographical locations. I think that we already talked about. Uh, you can even define their interests, like what kind of music they listen to, what kind of games they like, and you can even define what are the other pages that they like. So different people like different pages, so that they can get content from them. So so you can there's a huge range of options wherein you can exactly define your customer, and then this ad will be shown only to them, not to everybody on the Facebook. So otherwise your money will be spent in few seconds if it is going to show it to everyone. So FB is a very effective one. And the second thing is newspaper inserts and newspaper ads. We already talked about this in the previous video also. So you can use newspaper as a medium. If you can afford and if the project is big enough, you can buy the front page or one of the pages and then you can put your ad and television ads. If you think it makes sense, the product is so big and there are enough number of units or plots to sell, you can actually go for a TV advertisements as well. But for one or two projects, builders typically do not go for that. But some businesses, you see, the consumer market, FMCG, they do only TV ads because that's where they can reach out to everybody because everybody is their customers. Like you take toothpaste, like you take a soap, everybody needs it. So they put it on TVs. But you are building a project in Bangalore and you are putting an ad in the TV which will go throughout the Karnataka. That doesn't really make sense, right? Unless you have multiple projects across Karnataka and you can serve it to a lot of people. Hmm? So you'll have to choose your medium very wisely, how much you are spending. So whether I can reach my target customers using this medium or not. So you will have to do that checks and then choose the medium, right? So we talked about newspaper ads, we talked about TV, we talked about Facebook, and the other thing is you can reach out to people by emails. If you know the email IDs of your target audience, you can actually uh, send the material, send the collaterals using emails, or the same way, even SMS as well. And the other way is hoardings, the local hoardings, like you have a project in Bangalore, you see those big hoardings. So people driving through or walking through that areas can see those ads, and then they can call on the given number on that hoarding. Okay, so this number is very important because people have to easily, quickly remember it and then call you. So once they have a look at it, they should be able to get that number. So it should be generally a fancy number. So right. So now these three things go hand in hand. So who are my ideal customers? Where are they? What do they do? And how I design my collaterals. In the step two, how I design my collaterals so that it will be attractive to them. And the third thing, how effectively I can reach them using these collaterals. What are the various mediums that I can use? So these three things go hand in hand. These are, you cannot see each and everything in isolation. So I'm making separate videos because it becomes easier for you to watch, to make notes, and then go to the internet, YouTube's, and then do a further research and gather as much knowledge as possible on this. That's the reason I'm breaking the videos. Otherwise, these three things go hand in hand. Like if some of the people, well, your ideal customers, are always on LinkedIn, they do not use Facebook at all. Putting an ad on Facebook is no meaning. I mean, it's meaningless, right? Or if your customers are farmers, putting an ad on Facebook hardly makes any sense, correct? So, who are my customers? What is the kind of material that I'm going to develop? And how I can reach them using this material. All these things go hand in hand. So, hope you got some direction with respect to this. And now you go to the internet, go to the YouTube, do further research, and develop a comprehensive list of various ways, various outreach ways. You can use your creativity, right? So you can conduct some stalls in the malls, in the companies, right? You can even go door to door. Politicians go door to door asking for votes, reaching out to their, of course, in that sense, their voters, but assume as their customers. So the creativity, you can use up your creativity to reach out to them, and the world is there for you to experiment with your creativity. Now you see in the bus where you have those hangers are there. No? There's some small place people advertise there also in the buses in the front seat, back side, where you can actually see that the same way in the airports. So some people even advertise backside of their cars, and then some autos they actually take up advertisements and then put up on their back. Even the BMTC buses. So there are 100 ways to reach out to them. So you just have to put a list and then see how can reach out or what are the best ones, the cost effective ones to reach out to your audience effectively. Everything is not for everyone. So all the best. Go and do a research on this and then come up with that comprehensive list just before you pick up. First, you have to develop that comprehensive list, then you pick up. Okay, right. So the exercise here is you develop that list, that comprehensive list of outreach different ways on how to reach out to the customers, ideal customers. Thank you.